developing new projects. So first of all, I would like to say many thanks to our experts from different fields. It's Dmitry Krasnov from Industrial Group, Actor Technique, Russia. Thank you, Dmitry. It's Olga Shvetsova from Korea Tech, Korean University for Technology and Education. It's Pavlina Jovich from Strashik Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. And also participants from Kirovsky Zavod. Here. Yeah. And also participants from Polytech Strashik Center. So we still waiting for Pavlina, yeah, to say some words about this new project, this new Ebridge Alliance activity that will start to develop entrepreneurship and innovation in higher education institutions. Pavlina, are you here? Yeah. While we're waiting for Pavlina Jovich, I will say some words about these projects. Ebridge Alliance is a global scope wide spread initiatives that involve more than 40 participants from different universities who are facing with interest in development entrepreneurial activity, in developing startups in different fields. Mostly these participants are focused in Europe, but also we have participants in Canada, in United States, in Australia, in China, in Nepal, and of course in Russia. We have some new members from Korea University, and also from our industrial partners who are also involved in innovation and development startups. So this initiative faces with some intentions to give some extra value for startups, helping them to get the most relevant help of the institutions, to help them to replace in the best place that could need the startup to develop more rapidly. And also to bring the expertise from the staff, from these experts from the field of in the industries that the startup is having interest to sell these products to. So, and I have written to Paulina, and will also have some problems. Maybe our experts have some words about themselves and to introduce them to the startup teams. Maybe we'll start with Dmitry. Dmitry, please, could you tell some words about yourself, about the company?
Hello, everybody. My name is Dmitry Krasnov. I'm the general manager of the Drive Technique Industrial Group. Our company is specialized on the industrial drives, but we have also some projects on the IT, for the special IT for the industry. And I'm quite interesting for the new startups, and it will be very interesting for me to join this meeting. Thank you.
Olga, could you say some words?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, hello, everyone. So I'm Olga from the Korea University of Technology and Education. I'm very glad to join this session for the first time. And I'm waiting for the startup projects. I'd like to hear about the different research aspects and the results of your project. So I hope that we'll enjoy that. And I wish all of you good luck.
Thank you, Olga. And maybe Katerina from Kirovsky Zavod will say some words. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We are looking for different technological companies to implement them to our production. So if you're interested in this cooperation, I think that organizers can send you my contacts. We are interested in IoT and in some in some
any insights for your growth?
In some other. We are in St. Petersburg. Our group of companies is engaged in various areas of activity, from metallurgy to the production of turbines for icebreakers. And also we have production of tractors, drilling equipment, subway wagons, and we have our own energy company. So if you think that you can help us, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Paulina, a couple of words about you.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Paulina Vujovic, and I'm very, very happy to be in today's session together here with you. I work at Starship Center for Entrepreneurship in Internationalization Department, and together with Alexei also in the Ebridge initiative, where we are looking to develop new international startups and also bring them into connection with industry partners across different ecosystems globally. I know most of the teams, or majority of the teams that are presenting today, also some of them are new to me, so I very much look forward to hearing your pitches today. I wish you all good luck, and of course I'm also scanning all the teams today to see how to further support them in their business development and with their market entry strategies. So this would be from me. So I wish all of you to enjoy this session today.
Thank you, Paulina. And maybe we'll start with your small presentation about Ebridge ecosystem and the Ebridge Alliance to introduce this project to our new participants.
Definitely. I will just share my screen for a second, if you allow me.
Yeah.
Perfect. So for some, maybe this is the second time today that they are listening to the presentations, but for the others, I hope to make it short and interesting. So as said, my name is Paulina, so this I already introduced, and the big initiative that we are working together with universities called the Ebridge Alliance. The question with which I want to start is today, we are confronted with major challenges as society, as individuals, as citizens, also as different legal entities, as companies. And these challenges have become global. They are not only region or community specific. Many of our companies are also working on the new products and services on how to solve these challenges. Healthcare, which has been a major challenge, of course, especially with the onset of Corona, but also all other challenges have been put on surface more than ever. The good and the bad thing is that we have the Agenda 2030, which is also inspired by the UN SDGs. And the bad thing is that we have only about 10 years to fulfill these big demands and challenges and to try to work together on solving them. So we don't have too much time. And the question that I'm posing today to all of us is, what can we do as universities? Because most of us do come from the university perspective or from the incubators that are attached to the universities. But I believe that this question can be also replicated to the industry partners in today's call. So how can we work together to jointly support the agenda and also make an impact for our society and also ensure sustainability of the organizations in which we are working? From our perspective, or from perspective of the organization that I am coming in towards building an international ecosystem, there are several pillars that we have to attend to. Working with education and working with startups means that to have also strong internal structures and organization. So in Munich, we are organized. We work at the University of Applied Sciences in Munich, which has about 14 departments, but also we have an entrepreneurship center and an incubator, and we work together when it comes to entrepreneurship. The second step is having a very strong regional ecosystem, meaning that you cannot, as an entrepreneurial university, work alone, meaning that you have to come into collaboration with the other respective universities in your region, but also with industry partners, political organizations, and so on and so forth. And the third step is really how to build an international ecosystem. A prerequisite for this, in building international ecosystems, universities cannot do that alone. They have to merge and synergize the activities and initiatives of their regions together. As an answer to that, as an answer to a complex system, and really thinking about all the problems and challenges on one side and what kind of initiatives and organizations and partners we have on the other side, we have developed an initiative called Ebridge Alliance. Today, it's a consortium of 17 universities worldwide, with a lot of them being, of course, within Europe, but also partners in Russia, like our partner and host today, Nepal, Israel, China, US, Canada, and Australia. The initiative is also growing. It is growing quite rapidly, I might say, because we have started at the beginning in March with only 9 universities, and at the moment we are in double. And I believe that in this mode, we are also going to further grow in the years to come. What is Ebridge Alliance? So what it means in the stats, so to say, so more than 15 universities, more than 200,000 students on an annual basis, and over 2,500 startups on an annual basis within different verticals, from healthcare, from fintech, from IE, and so on and so forth. And how do we work together on a global scale? For us, we have identified 4 important stages and 2 important pillars. First and foremost, we have to further empower our students to think entrepreneurially, to see entrepreneurship not as a plan C or D, but as a plan A. And secondly, we have to develop together innovative solutions, and bridging these entrepreneurial talents and teams across universities into international pool towards further diversification and creation of the teams. Third and most important stage for us is also enabling the resources of the network, meaning the incubators, meaning the industry partners, and many other resources that each of us as individual entity has to the startups to help them internationalize and grow, and also parallelly help industry partners not only develop new solutions, products, and services to answer the demands of their customers, but also develop new business models which will create value across the different target group axis. Because what we see more and more, and also in relation to the US and China, is that we need new business models. We have products and services, and it's an easier step, but we need to co-create new business models and bring these innovative stakeholders into collaboration. This is the four stages. That's how and what we work together, and we also have one prototype behind us where we worked with 200 students. We identified around 40 teams, and then we further took around 16 teams into the second stage, So it was just a small scale prototype where we wanted to test the experiences of all the partners. From 16 teams, all have been matched with the incubators, whereas 8 teams are working in a co-creation, in a co-incubation process, that they have access to more than just their home incubator, with whom they are working on market entry strategies. And the final stage, which we also introduced, is the co-creation, in which we brought the identified startups, international startups, in collaboration with co-creation partners, industry partners from the medtech or well-being, let's say, vertical. We have tested the process, and we are already going into the next stage, or in the next sprint, in which we are going to work on more topics. We have identified circular economy as an important topic for collaboration, sustainable mobility, which I believe is also a very big topic in St. Petersburg and Russia. Sustainable food, of course, we all have to eat. This is maybe one of the most important topics that we have today, and as well how we are going to live after the corona, whether we will invent new modes of socialization, how will our education system look like, how will industry partners continue working, what will be the employment structures or even employment modes after the corona that can ensure further sustainability of industry partners, but also other organizations. So these are just some of the topics that we have identified. We are already working with the teams from 12 universities, and we are looking to admit new teams and talents from other remaining 5 universities in January. We have a very hands-on approach. We will start with the most intensive phase in January, which will last 2.5 months, in which all the best talents and the best teams will be taken through a 2.5 months process to develop MVPs and be investor pitch ready at the end of the March. And I believe this is my moment to stop the presentation. The only thing that I want to say is what for us is really important is to create with these resources an open university network to provide more opportunities for our students, but also for the teams, and to create an open incubator network to which all industry partners from all the regional ecosystems and startups can have access to. And what we believe very strongly is that only through the co-creation process we can really come close to fulfilling these big objectives and challenges in the next 10 years. So for more information, of course, you can scan the code, or of course, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, or come in contact with me, and we can further see how to collaborate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paulina, very much. Maybe you have some questions to Paulina. You know, this is one of my friends from Finland, professor of innovation and entrepreneurship. So that's one of the features of the present time, silent listeners. The guys participate in the project. Oh yeah, Dmitry.
One question to Paulina. Paulina, hello, my name is Dmitry. How many countries do you already involved in your Ebridge community?
So, hello, Dmitry, nice to meet you. We have 16 countries already around the globe in the project involved. So 2 partners are coming from the same country, from Germany, but all other are coming from different countries.
And they are all mostly European countries or worldwide?
Worldwide. So we have about 60% of partners are coming from the European Union or from Europe. And the remaining are coming from US, from China, from Canada, Nepal, Israel, Australia, and of course, Russia.
And Russia is only St. Petersburg or also other cities?
At the moment, we have only Peter the Great, St. Petersburg Polytechnic University.
Okay.
But at that time we have some connections with Kuban Technology University also to participate in this project.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And if you don't have any questions, we could start our pitching. So our first project is the Luna mental wellness assistant app, and the founders Philippe Zhuchkov and Daria Merkuryeva. Philippe, please share your screen and start your pitch, please. We don't hear. Turn on the sound, please, Philippe.
Do you hear me?
Yep.
Hello. Let's start. 1 second. Hello, colleagues. My name is Philip, CEO and founder ScanFace. And I want to introduce you our project. ScanFace helps people to become self-confident, strengthen self-esteem, get strong personal relationships, stop stress, and assist in making important decisions life. ScanFace is a unique AI-powered technology that profiles users based on their special characteristics. It gives ongoing recommendation, daily tips, and you can have a conversation with it. ScanFace is like your friend who always in your back pocket. At first, we detect and define the landmark needed. Then we make face segmentation into a large object to create a parametric face model. Then we used random forest algorithm to process data. This is how we create explainable AI. For this development, we received scientific grant in the field of artificial intelligence and received a grant from Amazon. Now we can determine 729 unique cytology profiles. The next version will determine 1,791,153 unique cytological profiles. What is more, physical and social difference such as age, gender identity, culture, and ethnic background, sex, and sexual orientation don't influence the result. We have created the faces of women of different nationalities, but who have the same type and give similar first impression on this picture you can see. It's based on neuropsychology, computer vision, and AI process data quickly. Neuroscience, genetics, and anthropology tell how it connects with the human body. Psychology tell how it solve the problem, and philosophy tell why to solve it. And we decide to pack this technology into product for the most unprotected users, Generation Z. Generation Z is more than other prone to stress. However, their parents ready to pay $300 for the mental health. Gen Zers don't tolerate classic therapy approaches because they find difficult, boring, and uncomfortable. They don't want to waste time with specialists or read long text. That's why we built simple communication using the usual format for the clip culture. All communication are done within the app. The app itself speaking language for the Generation Z. It's user-friendly. It comes to environment where clients feel comfortable. That's how our product funnel looks like. At first, the user takes the photo of his face. Then the user receives the instance report by AI. With the report, user feel cool and want to share it with others. So this is report with it's viral, and this is how we plan to reach organic growth. After that, based on psychological profile, user received daily recommendation on the keep stop start model. It increased his mental comfort. Daily tips are a way to create consistent user feedback. So he understands that while performing simple task, he can influence the result. We received data from the pre-installed iOS trackers, which allows us to increase the level of user confidence. But our main goal, last bottle, every day we will take more and more minutes from social network. We regularly ask the user to send his photo, and we track dynamics of changes based on the face. Also, we result depend on daily tips, and growing result affect the user mental comfort. On our MVP, we earn money, and almost 3,000 people got their diagnosis, which they shared to Instagram. That's why we reach organic growth. This is how our result look like. User massively posted such a report on their social networks. Here you can see the feedback of our clients that are almost all satisfied with the result. And now more than 80% of users see the recommendation and react of them. And at the end, after 3 pivots, we pack our MVP on iOS application with subscription model. This is how we lower entry barrier for the price and give more emotional support for the users. On our strategy, we plan to go US market first because it's easiest market to start and fundraising. The market was $12 billion before COVID, and now it's growing. We focus on Generation Z only. They use iPhone mostly. That's why we develop iOS application. When we capture 5% of market in 2022, we will reach $60 million revenue. But we are looking, we have a great team. I'm a technological entrepreneur with more than 10 years of experience, team of developers from the leading university, product managers with experience of the mental health, researcher with a developer system of visual psychological system. Our advisor is experienced in online entertainment and well-being. We have incorporated all of best from our competitors, like self-knowledge app. We provide help in self-development, fast result, present psychological addition. But we don't create.
We have a time limit for 5 minutes.
Okay. I think that's all. After that, only. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Philippe. Please, our experts ask questions to Philippe Startup Luna.
May I ask you the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, Philippe, for your presentation. So your application looks very interesting, good, and advanced. But we know that nowadays the similar technologies, such kind of applications and technologies, they develop very fast, and there is risk of substitute products in the market and competitive products. So how you're going to manage these risks? Maybe you're going to fast develop your technology in future, or maybe you're going to collaborate with some other applications or companies.
Fast development, good value proposition, and strategy, go to marketing. I think it's good point.
Okay, so market research, yes, stable monitoring of the market risks, yeah, what's going with the competitive products, the similar applications. Okay, thanks a lot.
One more, we talk with some Korea partners because this product is good for this market. If we can talk after this pitch session, I think.
Also, I'll want all of you to connect with your preferable experts to continue your conversation later. Okay, thank you very much, Philippe. And second startup for today will be the homegrown Sarah McLaren with a team from James, Jaden, and Max. Please welcome. Yeah.
Is that share working?
Hello. Right.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so good to start. Okay, imagine making meals where the fresh produce is truly fresh and grown in-house with zero pesticides, or restaurants with direct access to herbs and spices, bringing all new and fresh flavors to customers. Hi, I'm Sarah. At Creative Solutions, we've been dedicated over the past 6 months to investigating why, during times of national crisis, there is an apparent food shortage and identifying a solution to this problem. Our solution to this is homegrown. The problem we are aiming to tackle is not only food security, but also the pains of going to buy produce, pains of personal farming, and alleviating strain on supply chains. Homegrown is a modular farming system that enables the growing of a wide range of crops. The system is aimed to be able to be used in homes or local businesses. Our startup introduces introduces an improved form of farming into our local market to reduce water usage and decrease dependence on major supply chains while not taking away from the farming industry.
Hi, I'm James. Homegrown will strengthen the supply chain by reducing the sheer volume of consumers, allowing families and businesses to grow their own nutritious produce. We use atomizers to deliver a nutrient mist directly to roots, improving oxygen levels, reducing water usage, and the chance of root rot. Using aeroponics, you don't need soil, allowing for the roots to move freely and reducing water usage to just 2%. This all happens within a closed system, meaning you don't need to get your hands dirty. To date, we have developed 2 working prototypes. The first unit we designed to test minimal contact, that means no watering, automated light control, and fresh produce all within a sleek enclosure. The second unit is currently in use as a research platform to collect data on the impact of light exposure on the plants themselves. Homegrown is going to give anyone, regardless of experience, the chance to separate themselves from frozen and pesticide-laced store produce. Instead, you can grow your own fresh and clean veggies to use within your restaurant, business, and for family meals.
Hi, I'm Jaden. Our plan to integrate our products into the market is to use a circular economy scheme, providing our product to buyers using an online store to sell directly to them or via a rental method. Upon the units we distribute being used or discarded into general waste, we will offer a return fee to our buyers for our products to be returned and refurbished or recycled for relevant components. We plan on providing a service for replacement parts and subsystems to maintain a continuous revenue stream. Who's our competition? Thankfully, there are very few businesses within Australia that provide more modern forms of farming, producing either extremely exclusive products or only providing parts and general supplies for large systems. Because of this, our initial plan is to focus on providing our products initially to local businesses and homes in regional Victoria, Australia, with our only main competitor in the district being Urban Green Farms, a company based in Melbourne.
But why is now the perfect time for Homegrown? Hi, I'm Max, and frankly, the timing couldn't be better. Not only is the global market currently growing exponentially and is expected to do so for years to come, the number of Australians growing at least some of their own produce sits at over 50% of the population. Research has also found that 9 in 10 Australians support sustainable living, and growing one's own food is one of the most sustainable choices one can make. As for our target market, there are 38,000 Melburnians living in apartments and likely do not possess the space required for a traditional garden or bulky hydroponic system. If we can target a mere 1% of this market with our small-scale home gardening product, we see to make roughly 190,000 AUD, which would equate to 380 units sold. We need to be prepared, however, of existing competitors entering this particular market and dividing the potential sales. We'll achieve this through constant improvement of the product and focus marketing that conveys to Victorians living in smaller dwellings that homegrown is the best choice for them. As previously stated, our projected revenue is based on targeting a percentage of Melbourne apartment residents over the first 3 years. We are hoping to gain roughly 1% of the target market in the first year, 3% in the second year, and up to 6% in the third year. This roughly equates to around a profit of 190,000 AUD in the first year, 570,000 AUD in the second year, and up to 1.1 million AUD in the third. The numbers for our projected 3, however, are only an estimate, as we are currently establishing both a minimum product price and targetable market through the usage of social media and surveys, asking participants questions relating to our products. This will give us both our opening and a view on our serviceable obtainable markets. We are all second-year engineering students at La Trobe University, Bendigo. While we don't have any real experience with entrepreneurship and business, we've been supported by our mentors, Eddie and Daniel at La Trobe, as well as Pavlina from Ebridge and the many others who have assisted us in our project.
For our startup to succeed, we need investors to support the development of what is the potential future of scalable farming. The timeline below shows our key steps for establishing our business. And to easily contact us, our website, email, and Facebook are below. Thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your project. And please, our experts will ask questions to this project.
Hi guys, and my name is Dimitri once again. And what is the business model for your project? You just like to sell it to the different countries, so where do you plan to produce it?
So our current standing with business model, hi Dimitri, I'm James, is that we're going to first bring it to apartment dwellers and restaurants as a method for growing herbs and things like that and small scale food. And then the main scalability of our product is going to be when we can introduce it to the agriculture industry, which will be when farmers begin to invest, which is such a major part of the Australian economy. And those are going to be our main financial, financial investment there, because they'll be buying many of these units in order to reach similar levels for their standard farming practice.
And if you're thinking about markets, for which markets do you focus?
Which market, sorry?
Which countries? To which countries are you focused?
So we're looking.
So the numbers that we've come up with are for Australia itself. So we're planning on obviously focusing on Victoria first, because that's where we live, and then moving to more of Australia, and then expanding from
Germany.
there into Germany.
We're looking
next,
into doing some Germany.
Yeah.
And what is
Hopefully you'll be excited about that.
Okay. And what is the price for one unit? What is your price expectation for one unit?
So we're currently finishing work on a marketable product that will be set in stone, this is what you'll be buying and things like that, rather than a research platform. Approximately, we're looking at around $450 to $500 for a 32 plantable unit. So that'll have 32 spots for you to plant your herbs or regular crops.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
I have a little question. Is there any competitors using the same technology as you promote here, Aeroponics?
So Aeroponics is distinctly different. So typically when we talk about water-based agriculture and things like that, it's all under the hydroponic namesake. Aeroponics is where we essentially turn the water into a mist via atomizers, which are just like little ejectors. And that way we can conserve water, because it's not the water that matters, it's the nutrients within it. And it makes cleanup of the actual plants easier, because we remove the need for dirts and soil aggregate and medium, as well as increasing the oxygen of the plants itself. So this technology, it's been around for a bit of time, Aeroponics, and it's been used on the ISS and in a few different areas such as that. But, sorry, my camera's just turned off, but that's all good. I can keep talking. But as far as general technology with Aeroponics, the go-to for the most part is hydroponics, but Aeroponics is seen to rapidly take a foothold in the current market. We're hoping we can get in on that.
Yeah,
so from what we found in Victoria, there isn't really any aeroponic use from the research that we've done so far. In Australia, also, I think there may be potentially one company that uses it, but even then, I don't think they actually sell to customers directly. I think they're mostly just for research purposes. In regards to global, there are a few, but from what we found, there aren't too many.
Oh, okay, I see. I just asked you because we have it's not even a startup, it's a business here who use the same technology, Aeroponics. It's focused on some very cold regions of Russia, and so it's promote large container with ecosystem inside of it. It's a solution for just to bring this container to one location and promote also the restaurants and other companies with fresh vegetables and grass and greens.
Yeah, so the main ones we've been looking at is like the small scale ones, but yeah, it would be interesting to see into that business as well.
It will be useful for you just to get connected with these guys to have some relevant ideas to maybe some because they focus on the national market here in Russia, and maybe
that'd be great.
So we'll
if you could send that through to us, that would be fantastic. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any questions?
I just like to say a great thank you for this excellent team building and the wonderful structure of the presentation. Good done, guys. Thank you very much.
Oh, and I should mention that
Thanks.
Much closer to you than we are here from South Korea. Just like your neighbor. Okay, so thank you very much. And I would like to ask another startup called VRED, the development of digital educational platform using gamifications. Please, Ilya Shabelnikov in.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see my screen?
Not yet, but it's opening. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, one second. Sorry, my laptop lagged out for a moment. Hello, everybody. My name is Shabelnikov Ilya, and I would like to present to you our project VRED. So what's the idea here? The main idea was to create the digital platform that would allow students to study in a gamified manner and pass tests. Teachers, on the other hand, can create their own short courses with each topic not longer than 5 minutes and upload them to the platform. The platform also allows you to communicate with other students or teachers. On the slide, you can see all the parties interested in our project. It's students who want to receive knowledge, teachers who want to share knowledge, and other learning platforms and educational institutes who are interested in making their courses and methodologies more gamified. So what problems are we solving for each stakeholder? Students need to learn something to accomplish the goals that they have in life, and they don't want to go to educational centers. Teachers, on the other hand, they want to earn money and they want to teach other people and share their knowledge. Plus, they also don't want to go to educational centers, and the case with Corona pandemic showed us that it's possible. Digital platform owners want to earn money and they want to improve the quality of education. Plus, they don't want others to go to educational centers. And educational institutes, they want to teach people and share knowledge, and they want to improve the quality of education. And here are the pains that each stakeholder is facing when they are trying to solve those problems. Education for students is boring most of the time and very time consuming, and if that's not enough, there is a very high probability of giving up the course before you finish it, and the percentage of learned material is quite low. Teachers spend too much time on materials preparation and students get distracted during online training. Platform owners and educational institutes share similar pain. Students often give up their courses. So to solve all those pains, we came up with the following solution. We are making a digital platform that will transform the process of education, making it more gamified. Studies show that gamification provides you with necessary entertainment which allows you to be more concentrated, something called edutainment nowadays. Courses are located on the platform and they are going to be short in duration, each topic not longer than 5 minutes, but they are replete with information. You have the ability to communicate with others via avatars, so you can get the help you need either from student or from a teacher.
Hello, my name is Matvey, and I will continue the presentation. On this slide, you can see the screenshots of our MVP version 1.0. It's with ships, and we are working on improving our gameplay, and really soon we will be able to present our MVP 2.0. And next slide, please. We got the following results during market analysis. The distribution of education technology edtech startups by fields of focusing in Moscow and in the world is different. So startups dedicated to school education are popular in the world. Meanwhile, in Russia, the most popular field is additional professional education. On this slide, you can see the main direction of the Russian online education. And here, the most biggest part is school education. So after all analysis, we focused on the additional school education and calculated the size of the market. So The total addressable market is equal to 140 billions of rubles, so it is a market of additional education for pupils. Our SAM market is 30 billion rubles. It is a market of additional school education. And our SOM market is equal to 10 billions of rubles, is a market of additional online school education. So thank you for your attention, and we will be happy to answer on your questions.
Thank you very much, Matvey and Ilya. And please, our experts will ask you questions.
Matvey and Ilya, thank you very much. Do you have also some marketing research about competitors, existing competitors on the market? Because, for example, I see already some similar platforms, even Russians. What have you some investigation for that?
Yes, thank you for your question. It's really a very important question because all the time the different applications that are aimed on somehow improving the process of education are showing up, and different companies, they try to implement the process of gamification in their platforms, but the problem here is that everyone is doing it in a different way, and to do the detailed market research for all the companies will be very time and money consuming. So we are starting with a proposition that there are other companies trying to do the gamified version of education, but nonetheless we are going forward with our own vision because we hope that after we have enough courses and enough students on our platform, it would allow us to implement the tracking system so that big companies who want to hire students or who want to track talents somehow, they could search on our platform the achievements that each student made to see what competence they have achieved and to make a decision whether they are interested in that talent or not.
Okay, and what are the USPs of your product?
Well, the first use is quite direct. It's educational purposes. So if you want to learn some new things or to get a competence, you can use our platform the same way you use Coursera. Well, not the same way, but with the same objective, but with a different process. And the second use is for teachers who want to earn money or they just want for free to share the courses, but they would want to be somehow creative in the process of it. So it wouldn't be just some texts or videos, but they would like to create some new models of education and try to see if they work better than traditional education.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I also have a little question about, you mentioned that this course will be limited by 5 minutes. Is it true?
No, not course, but each topic would be limited to 5 minutes.
So the course is about
yes.
different, but lots of about 15 models. Each of it is quite short.
Yes, so the course may consist of different topics, but each topic would be very concentrated with pure knowledge so that there will be nothing extensive.
Yeah, it will be like
Matvey.
A whole game with good gameplay. So, can you hear me?
I will try to answer instead of Matvey. I got. Matvey is having some internet connections issues. I would answer instead of him. So it will be like yes, it will be like a game where you have to complete a mission to get achievements, and Depending on who uses the platform and for what purposes, achievements would differ. For example, if we talk about talent tracking, then the achievements that students would get would be the competences that companies can track and the opportunities to communicate with their future employer. And they would also maybe advise them courses that they need to take further on if they want to get a certain job.
May I add something, Alexei, if it's okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I really like your project or your startup idea. The only thing that I would recommend to you, because you are swimming in a pool of a lot of competitors where there are already well-established educational programs. Today, we have massive open online courses that are really accessible to all. And since you are working with the micro-credentials, I would definitely recommend to you to look into the knowledge formats or the micro-credential formats, but where the content is not provided from the educators, but actually from the business environment. And why am I saying this? Because what we see is that there are new emerging professions coming out, and that the educational formats and the universities cannot really on a such short notice, develop curriculums to really answer all the needs of the business and industry. So providing specialized content coming from the business environment regarding skills that are needed for these future and upcoming professions might give you a little bit different edge to already existing platforms on the market and already existing educational formats. So this would be just a recommendation to take into consideration. So digital skills, all of these, let's say, new type of skills are really much in the demand. And to really look at the business environment, industry partners, what actually they recommend as necessary skills for the professions.
Thank you a lot. It's very valuable advice for us. We will look into it.
Thank you. So if you don't have any questions, we'll follow our pitching session and we'll move to the project of Kornilov Roman, development of personal urban electric transport on the graphic balancing principle using a static transport system. Roman, are you here? Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah. We could start the presentation.
Good afternoon, dear experts and conference participants. I want to present to your attention the work of on the topic, development of personal urban electric transport based on the gyroscopic balancing principle with the use of an automatic static transportation system. Relevance of the idea. People in big cities often face such problem as a lack of transport in certain areas, long distance to the subway, public transport queues. If you use a personal mobile transport, such as a bicycle, an electrical or regular scooter, an electric unicycle, you will face some problems with transporting your device in public transport. Devices are often bulky and heavy, and you always need to use your hands, what makes you feel yourself uncomfortable. The proposed solution consists of two similar platforms, which are fixed on the user's choice. Each platform has one wheel and is balanced by using a board with gyroscope sensor. This arrangement is more convenient than electric unicycle and gyro scooters. In addition, the attachment and mobility of the devices allow you to overcome obstacles on the city roads. Curves, speeds, bumps, crossing, etc. The big problem of analogs is the issue of the transportation at the time when you are not driving them. You have to carry them with your hands to push and to pull. In this device, during short stops, it is suggested not to remove them from your choice, but to use them as an additional accessory. With the help of the hardware and software complex, the device can be automatically transformed into a state with additional platforms that act as soles. Then you will be able to move for short distances. For example, go to the subway, get on the escalator, enter the carriage, get off, and continue the trip. I have been thinking about this project for a very long time, since the moment when my electric bike was stolen from me. I went through a large number of design and option, so I'm convinced of the relevance of this device. This is the animation of the device work. The main task is to develop a stable and convenient transformation system. The point is to use a system of sensor, and based on the readings of the sensor, algorithm that includes the desired scenario are executed. The basis consists in the use of a microcontroller and electromagnetic clock for fixing the axis, as well as a servo or a linear solenoid motor. The engine drives special Oculus concentric to the wheel. Mobile application will also be developed. The level of the development at the moment. The selection of components for the prototype is made. The 3D model of the device is created. The practical circuit for connecting components is created. The slide shows a plastic printed model of the case in the original scale, the existing electronic components, and an electric motor. The delivery of the electric motor will be expected soon. The assembling is being in progress now. As you can see from this slide, it is well designed. This device can be more balanced than the competitors. The device has good speed, mobility, low weight and dimension, high traffic, and easy of use. The direct analog is not a vehicle. Other competitors are heavier, larger, and are also lack of a convenient transportation system. In 2018, 45,000 electric scooters and 103,000 gyro scooters and unicycle were sold in Russia. The market size in Russia in 2018 was more than 1 billion rubles. The popularity of mobile electric vehicles grows. By 2030, the market volume will be more than double. The world market for electric scooters is estimated as $18 billion. Based on this data, it is easy to assess the high demand for my device.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attention. I'm ready to listen to your question. Please take into account my low level of English and ask question in a simple form. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roman. Please, questions?
Roman, thank you very much. And do you plan to use it on the public roads?
Секундочку. On the sidewalks.
Okay. Okay. And what is the business model for your project or for your products?
Сейчас, секундочку. Potential consumers are any people who want to use their personal mobile transport, courier services in food delivery companies, and other companies in areas of logistics. Expansion of products through cooperation with large companies on favorable terms for both companies, and
maybe all your competitors you mentioned on the slide, also like Manuels and like all the guys that use other devices for their mobility.
Okay, thank you. And what are the actual needs now for you?
Direct competitors is a Segway company,
Okay.
but their product, which is similar in design, is not a vehicle, but rather an entertainment device more.
Okay. Okay.
His name Segway Skates Redrift. We can Google that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Thank you very much, Roman, for your interesting presentation. I wonder about how you're going to motivate customers to buy your wonderful product, because you mentioned a lot of competitors in your presentation. So how are you going to make your product very attractive for the customers?
Можно я, наверное, скажу... Вы не против, если я вам скажу на русском, а вы переведете? Просто я сейчас развернусь очень надолго. Вот. Можно так сделать?
We have translation here. So can you also speak in Russian?
Окей. Чтобы сделать нашу продукцию более востребованной, более привлекательной для потребителя. Вообще, я думаю, что, во-первых, нужно предложить хорошие дизайнерские решения, в первую очередь, потому что это очень способствует покупательной способности. И, в первую очередь, во-первых, функционал этого транспортного средства довольно уникальный для потребителя, потому что нету аналогичных устройств, предлагающих подобный функционал, который может совмещать в себе такой спектр возможностей. И я думаю, что хорошей рекламой для этого устройства будет различные какие-то социальные сети, потому что в данный момент это очень очень активно развивается. В социальных сетях мы можем хорошо разрекламироваться с помощью каких-то определенных проектов.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I got your ideas. Yeah, design and technology and social media. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roman. So if you don't have any more questions, we'll move to further startup. It's the startup of Simakov Vladislav with the name of development of an individual mobility tool with tilt and management system.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen illustration?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Simakov Vladislav. Today I want to present you a project of development individual mobility tool with tilt management system. The problem of moving people in large metropolitan areas has always been acute. An increase in the number of carrier services, undeveloped public transport, and increase in the number of residents, pendulous migration. All this leads to a worsening of the road situation. This, as well as the desire to be independent of others, makes more and more people turn to individual transportation. Let's look at the most popular ones: a car, motorcycle, and bicycle, and scooter. Car, they are enough expensive to buy and service. The problem with traffic jams is not solved. It takes a lot of space for parking, requires driving license. Pollution situation in the city is getting worse. Motorcycles, cheaper than a car, depends on the weather conditions, partially solves the problem with traffic jams. Need less space for parking, but requires driving license. Bicycle, much cheaper than a car and motorcycle, depends on the weather conditions, solves the problem with traffic jams, requires much less space for parking. Don't require driver license. And scooter, cheaper than a bike, moving on the sidewalks and bike lanes, requires the smallest amount of parking space, don't require driver license. So solution is a four-wheel vehicle for individual mobility with tilt control system with the following technical features. Carrying capacity is 180 kilograms, maximum speed 65 kilometers per hour, range reserve 85 kilometers, track gauge 700 millimeters, and clearance 200 millimeters. The main analog for developed vehicle is the Easy Rider. However, the Easy Rider is not equipped with a tilt control system, which means that the driver needs to significantly reduce speed when driving around corners to keep a stable position. In the developed product, when driving at low speed, the steering is controlled by handlebar, and when cornering at high speeds, the platform tilted towards the center of the car, with simultaneously turning the wheels. Advantages: it's good geometric cross-country ability, stability at low and high speeds, independent suspensions improve smooth running, four-wheel electric drive makes it possible to drive in difficult road conditions. Roll control system makes it possible to pass cars at high speed, possibility to implement system for driver assistance, and trailer towing capability. According to market analysis conducted by Discovery Research Group, the market for electric scooters in Russia in 2080 amounted to 33,000 pieces. According to Avito, the average cost was 10,500 rubles. As compared to previous year, the market demand for electric scooters and other electric transport in June-September increased by 2.2 times as compared to the previous year. The main customers is sharing services, carrier services, individual customers, and emergency services. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Vladislav. Project, it's very ambitious and interesting. And please, our experts will ask you a question.
So, Vladislav, on which stage are you now? Is it only an idea, or you have some
sample? I have some product in. I have a CAD model for prototyping, like small prototype for testing some driving systems, like.
If it's convenient, you can answer in Russia.
В общем, у меня есть 3D-модель, готовая для производства масштабного макета для отработки всех узлов и принципов управления.
How are you going to scale up the production of your product?
Основной задел идет на шеринговые компании, то есть после изготовления прототипа и масштабного ходового макета мы уже будем искать инвесторов среди шеринговых компаний как в России, так и за рубежом.
May I, Alexei, continue?
Sure, Pauline, please.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I really liked the project. Good job done with the pitch as well. I have only one question where I'm not sure about it. Where would you like to position these vehicles, to actually go side by side with the cars, or are they intended for sidewalks and these special lanes for the bicycles and electric scooters?
Yes, it's used on the sidewalks and bike lanes by side of the cars.
Okay, so if this is the case, what I would suggest to you is to take a little bit at the legislation look, because I know in the European Union, the maximal speed is 20 kilometers per hour for all the electric scooters. So which means that in the case of market entry strategies, speed would not be the main USP in your case. And what I would also recommend to you is to take a look at what is the current situation with all of these public transport, individualized public transport vehicles, because in European Union, many public institutions are actually partners of these companies, and they are available to all the individuals on a sidewalk. So I can pick it up with my app, pay there directly. And these are actually, as I said, supported by the public institutions, so governments and so on. So these might be also relevant stakeholders for you. And when my opinion, this is my opinion, when I would definitely try to position my product as yours, I think it's interesting for our very specific targets. So for those that are more exhibitionist and taking these vehicles on maybe on a countryside where they can really use the full speed. So just check a little bit the legislation, how much miles per hour you can actually do that, and then to restructure your presentation when you are pitching. Because as I said, I don't think the speed is the most important USP of your project. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Maybe we have any other questions to this project? It's not. Also, have a question about your speed limitations. Also, we have in Russia this legislation about limitation for up to 20 kilometers an hour speed for these electric scooters and the like. And also, maybe this device will be for the vehicle for countryside, for some having fun also, like buggies and the like, with safety equipment and with some kind of action sports outside.
Yeah, full drive, we make you use it on countryside, no problem.
But I don't. Of course, I can use, but maybe it could be another target audience for your device.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for this project? Thank you very much, Vladislav.
Thank you.
For your project. It was very interesting and very ambitious. And we'll move to the next project, next startup. It's called development of how it's called filter fuel element. Yes, as I translated, but they also made some another name. And very welcome, Tatiana Kulishova. Tatiana? Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we see you.
Okay.
Green. Yeah.
Dear experts and participants, I would like to present my project dedicated to the development of a plant fuel cell. Motivation of this work is due to the search for alternative energy sources against the background of depletion of the most popular types of fuel reserves. Currently, the use of renewable sources is gaining more and more popularity. The criteria for such sources are the use of natural resources, natural replenished, eco-friendly, or green energy. New potential energy source, electrogenesis of plants, is suitable for all these parameters. The solution we propose is the use of an electrical potential gradient created in the root zone during the life of plants and transport of mineral nutrition through the introduction of biocompatible electrode systems. The novelty lies in the simultaneous growing plant food and generation of electricity due to the activation of processes in the root zone. The proposed device is a system for growing plants, a set of specialized electrode systems, a model for converting and storing electricity, and instructions for installation and operation. The principle of operation is to use the growing chamber as an analog of a galvanic cell and the plant roots as electromotive force. As a result, a current is generated between two electrodes with different redox potentials. In this case, the voltage values are about 250 millivolt, and the specific power is 1 to 3 watt per square meter. The necessary equipment for the manufacture of electrode system and electrical part is available at the Earth Institute where I work. Testing and research of properties will be carried out in the also accessible experimental area for year-round plant cultivation is in the Agrophysical Research Institute. We also have colleagues who are ready to help in other institutes. At the moment, we have already solved the problem of contact of electrode system with the root zone and biocompatibility. In addition, we have conducted an experimental study of the dynamics of bioelectric potentials created by both model and agriculture plants. We tried to describe the model of biopotentials changes depending on the water regime. Moreover, we created an experimental fuel cell for growing lettuce using the panoponic method. At the first stage of the project, it is necessary to create an experimental model, measure its electrical characteristics, study the influence of growing conditions, and develop a control model for energy conversion. At the second stage, we need to work out the technology, increase the power characteristics, and develop a universal method for assembling a plant fuel cell for a wide range of objects. An indirect analog of our product is a plant microbial fuel cell, where microorganisms located in the root environment act as a source of electrogenesis. The main advantage of our plant fuel cell includes stable voltage generation throughout the whole growing season, low cost of components, and compatibility with food production. The project will be interesting to agriculture enterprises. It will be possible to implement plant fuel cell both in protected ground and in the natural environment. One of the areas of application is the power supply of low power sensor, for example, environmental sensors, plant state, or alarms. Market volume can be estimated based on the area of cultivated land in Russia. For example, a square meter of installation costs 20,000 rubles, and each greenhouse, parts of farms, and a certain number of people who averagely have a pot with a plant will take our product for testing. Then the market will be estimated at 150 million rubles. If it will be successful, each of these potential customers will subsequently be able to increase electricity output by expanding the area equipped with a plant fuel cell. The market for plant electricity currently does not exist in Russia or in the world. The share of plant energy among renewable sources is 3% for beginning. At the first stages after research and development, the revenue will not be large because the consumer will need to get to know the product, and we will set up production. It is planned to enter the market in 2028 after judgment of design documentation based on the result of prototype testing. Research works are supported by the Earth Institute. The possibility of creating a small innovative enterprise based on the Agrophysical Research Institute is under consideration. The project is also interesting for companies engaged in agriculture activities and developing specialized devices. The companies Agrophysics and Technan are considering the possibility of the results of intellectual activity compensatory transfer. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Tatiana. Thank you for your projects. And please, our experts could ask questions, Tatiana.
Tatiana, thank you very much for your very practical-oriented presentation. And I have a question. Actually, you mentioned the letter of support on your last slide, and I wonder, do these organizations, they are potential customers or they are partners, like the research and development partners?
Thank you for your question. Earth Institute and Agrophysical Institute is interested in research and do some work with me for do some prototype of a plant cell. And of companies are interested in buying license for development plant fuel cell.
Okay, thank you. So I see that the companies are actually, they may give you additional profits in the future according to the license strategy. In this case, I'd like to add one more question about the intellectual property rights. So how are you going to share what is the responsibility for your side and for the research institutes, how you're going to share the intellectual property? Have you thought about that? Or the IP will go to the organizations?
You talk about patent, yes?
Exactly. Patent, yeah.
One patent we have already not done, but
you applied, yeah? You already
yes.
applied.
Yes, and okay. One patent for
you can switch if you'd like.
Да, можно на русском.
Yeah.
Патент по полезной модели мы уже подготовили, а он готовится на институты, на агрофизический и на физико-технический институт. А патент по способу получения электрической энергии я планирую на себя оформить. И вот его можно будет продавать по лицензионному договору для фирм.
Thank you very much. I wish you good luck. Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. And maybe we have any other questions?
Tatiana, you showed us just quite a long time for going to the market, about 8 years. Do you plan to find some investors for this product, for this project?
Yes, I planned. And Agrophysical Institute have many industrial partners. They do so-called phytotech complexes. And for the first time, I would like to import my plant fuel cell in this phytotech complexes. So it will be production of power and food growing.
Okay, but I mean the investors, the people who will invest your project.
Yes, and those people who product phytotech complexes, they will invest in both projects.
Because they usually investors, they're oriented for 3-5 years for going to the market maximum. 8 years for going to the market is quite long. Do you already have some confirmation from them that they're ready to invest for such long project?
We are at the beginning of the way. We must do some research, and so it is not prototype. It is experimental model on now.
Okay, wish you good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, as a continuation of the Dmitri's question, maybe we'll get some grants from the government to develop your idea, because it's very valuable for all the citizens of our country, not only for our country, and worldwide.
Now I have no grant, but I would like to. I get competition in Umnik now, but I don't know they will.
You don't know the results by now.
Yes, yes.
You applied for the competitions, and we expected you and wish you good luck to win this grant.
Thank you.
Any other questions, please?
I didn't understand. Would you like to monetize this project or not?
Yes, but it's in not near future, because we must do some development of electrical characteristics.
Okay, thank you.
So I would also ask another question about this. Your story is quite a long way for your startup, 8 years, and maybe we can sell the idea for some kind of smaller project that could be valuable for your customer, but you can send a little bit earlier.
Yes, it's maybe something like we here in homegrown. It's maybe some system for cultivation in house or in hacking. So it's some small pot with plant with low power when they exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Thank you very much. So all the startups are going to publish their projects today is over, and they did it. So thank you very much. And I will ask our experts to say some words about all the presentations, about maybe some advices to the startups you see today, and maybe some potential partners or some new ideas they can use in developing their startup.
If it's okay that I start, is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Thank you very much to all of you who presented today. I think you did a very good job in the pitches. I see that you are all very early stage, pre-prototype, pre-seed. So if you remember from the very beginning, what I introduced is the Ebridge project. So in case you have an interest and motivation to further work on your project, I would definitely suggest to you to also apply for the second stage, which is going to start in January, where we really work with all the teams, international teams, sparring partners, business coaches all around the world, as well as experts on your further business development. And to provide you with an access to international community and resources. So this would be my suggestion from a side, because I believe we still have a lot of work to do in the sense of really creating the prototypes, doing additional research, also polishing the business model. Definitely in case of any questions that you might have, I remain at your disposal. I will share my email account with you. Some of the teams I already know, some of the teams I'm already working with, but for others that are for the first time here with me. So what I wish to you is really to stay motivated and committed to your project. I like the ideas that you are working on, and I believe that we can have interesting startups developed out of these project ideas. So good job done.
Thank you, Paulina, very much. And Olga?
Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Actually, I had a great time today with you because I saw so many excellent presentations and products. And I was amazing that all the products, they may have the wonderful real business idea in the market. Yeah, so they may be live products in the future. And I hope that you will find the customers, you will find the market segment in the future, and you will find appropriate companies which will be able to support your ideas and projects. So I'd like to wish good luck to all participants and all developers and managers, because at the same time you're developers and the managers. Yeah. So I wish you good luck, and I hope that you will investigate more market areas, and also you will develop other products in the future. Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. And also, maybe Dmitry also going to say some words to startups.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. The project today was quite interesting and on very different fields and in very different stages. And especially for the people who are quite close for going to the market, I wish a lot of success on the markets. And for projects who are quite in the early beginning, please have a look for Russian government instruments. There are quite a lot of different Russian instruments, like you already told, like UMNIC, like Bortnik Foundation, and also others type of instruments. With the help of these instruments, you could quite speed up your projects. And I wish to all a lot of success and good luck.
Thank you very much, Dmitry, for your words. I also would like to thank you all the participants of this event, especially startups and who develop their projects in such different ways, like different areas. And also, I'd like you to to make another steps forward, another steps towards the community is different. It could help you with developing some solutions that already exist on the market. It could help you to grow more rapidly in the market. Also, please ask your competitors, ask your consumers about what do they need. You should know the only way to understand what the consumer needs is to ask it. Because it's the most valuable thing is demand on the market that will be from the real target audiences with real values. You bring it to this audience, and at the same time, also you need to prototype your products. Some products have very nice prototypes here, and others should also develop these ones. And this is also we have some instruments, some facilities to help you to make a nice prototype to show it to the investors, to all the your partners. It will help you to understand what the idea is, what will be the result, what will be the products of your startup, and more easily to sell the idea to your partners or to your customers if it's made and could show the principles of this use. And also, I'm very welcome you to Polytechnic University, all of you, to share your knowledge, to get acquainted with our products, to get some help from our side to develop the products here and worldwide also. So I think if we, all of us, are happy with this meeting, with this event, and maybe some startups would have a feedback for the experts also. And could we say some words to the experts for this, for their help and on this event? I'm sure they're too shy to say this words, to bring some feedback to the expert. And on the one on this university, on Polytechnic University, I would like to say many thanks to all our experts, Pavlina, Dmitry, Olga, Evgenia. Thank you very much for your participation in this field. Also, I think that will be one of the steps for our further cooperation in developing startups, on the worldwide scale, and also to bring more communication between us to make a future products in development startups out of how would like to say Alexey Ivanovich Bravkov, best in class. So thank you very much. I was very glad to see you here, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.